Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello class, my name is Siti Nur Aini and my number student is 0920013951 and I will explain to you the jigsaw learning. Let's do it. Okay, the first is definition. The definition of jigsaw method is a cooperative learning technique in which students work in small group. And the definition of jigsaw is a cooperative learning strategy that enables each student is a home group to specialize in one aspect of a learning unit. Students meet with members from other groups who are assigned to the same aspect, and after mastering the material, return to the home group and teach the material to their group members. Okay, next is history of the jigsaw technique. The history of the jigsaw technique. The first is the jigsaw teaching technique was invented and named in 1971 in Austin, Texas by graduate professor named Elliot Arson. And the second is the jigsaw classroom was first used in 1971 in Austin, Texas. And the third is it had invented to help diffuse an explosive situation, also to help students get along with one another. And the last is to even the jigsaw strategy, Professor Arson realized that they needed to shift the emphasis from a patently competitive atmosphere to a more cooperative one. Next is the purpose of jigsaw technique. The purpose of jigsaw technique they are: number one, to develop teamwork and cooperative learning skill within all students. And then number two, it's help developing a depth of knowledge. And then number three, allows students to be introduced to the materials and yet maintain a high level of personal responsibility. And the last is to disclose a student own understanding of a concept as well as reveal any misunderstanding. And the next is tips on implementation. Compared with traditional teaching methods, the jigsaw classroom has several advantages. They are: the first is most teachers find jigsaw easy to learn, and then most of them enjoy working with it. And then it can be used with other teaching strategies. And it works even if only used for an hour per day. And the last is it is free for the taking. Next is how can the jigsaw learning do it? In its simple form, the jigsaw instructional strategy is when each student reviews a piece of the materials to be introduced, and then students leave their home groups and meet at expert group. And after that is expert group discuss the materials and brainstorm ways in which to present their understanding to the other member of their home group. And the last is the expert return to their home group to teach their portion of the materials and to learn from the other member of their home group. Next is step the jigsaw learning. Jigsaw in 10 easy steps. The Jigsaw classroom is very simple to use. If you're a teacher, just follow this step. Number one is divide students into 5 or 6 person jigsaw group. The group should be diverse in terms of gender, ethnicity, race, and ability. And then appoint one student from each group as the leader. Initially, this person should be the most mature student in the group. And then divide the daily lesson into 5 until 6 segments. And after that, assign each student to learn one segment, making sure students have the right access only to their own segment. And then give students time to read over their segment at least twice and become familiar with it. There is no need for them to memorize it. And after that, from temporary expert group, by having one student from each jigsaw group join other students assigned to the same segment. And then bring the student back into their jigsaw group. After that, ask each student to present her or his segment to the group. Encourage others in the group to ask questions for clarification. And then float from group to group, observing the process. If any group is having trouble, a member is dominating or disrupting, make appreciated interference. And the last is at the end of the session, give a quiz on the material so that students quickly come to realize that these sessions are not just fun and games but really count. Next is how can a teacher adapt it? There are limitless ways of adapting the jigsaw structure in terms of the size of the group, the ranks of topic, and the demonstration of mastery of this topic. Teachers have developed many variations. Here are several modifications that are helpful in different circumstances. Number one is give students subtopic and have them use reference materials in the library to research their subtopic. This frees the teacher from having to arrange materials in advance. And then number two, have the home group write a report of give a class presentation on the overall topic with the specification that it includes all the subtopic present in the group. And number three is prepare outlines or study guide of what each subtopic should cover and have students read the same text, organizing and becoming expert on the material highlighted by their outline or study guide. Next is assessment and evaluation. The first is consideration as assess student degree of mastery of all the material. The second is reward the group whose member are reach the criterion and excellence or give extra point on their individual scores if this criterion is met. The last is students will need to evaluate themselves on how well their group did in the jigsaw. For example, active listening, checking each other for understanding, and encouraging each other. and set goals for further interaction. And the next is cooperative learning or collaborative learning, an approach to teaching and learning in which classrooms are organized so that students work together in a small cooperative team. It increases student learning because number one, it is less threatening for many students. And second, it increases the amount of student participant in the classroom. The third is it reduces the need for competitiveness, and then it reduces the teacher dominance in the classroom. 5 distinctive types of cooperative learning activities are often distinguished: peer tutoring, jigsaw, cooperative project, individualist, and cooperative interaction. And then the jigsaw technique was developed as an attempt to bridge the gap between children from different ethnic groups. And jigsaw is each member of a group has a piece of information needed to complete a group task. Next is the teacher's role. A jigsaw teacher's goal is having students regard each other as learning research rather than depend solely on her instructor and leader. And then she acts as a backstage designer, and then creating a structure where the student may learn how best to make use of each other's knowledge and skill. And then move around the room from jigsaw group to jigsaw group, listening and observing. And the last, she makes intervention in a group process through the group leader, thereby validating the group leader's authority for the other student. Next is jigsaw in teaching. The first is a wide variety of subject matter can be adapted for use with the jigsaw format. And then, on the whole, narrative material that emphasizes reading and comprehension skill is the easiest to work with in group. And then, the area of social studies including history, civics, geography, and so forth. And then, jigsaw has been successfully used, however, in teaching math. The last is language, art, and biology. Although those subjects are more difficult to adapt. I think is enough from me. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.